Remember that the enemy does not go after those who are not a problem to him. Your whole life is a problem to Satan. Your whole life is a threat. Your marriage, your children, your family, your testimony, what Yah's about to do in your life, the miracles, your obedience, it is a threat to Satan and his whole kingdom. This is why he fights you the way he does. I made a post maybe like a year ago. At the time that I wrote this post, and I understood what I wrote, but I didn't understand the depth of it. And I'm going to just attach it to this video. There's no reason that the enemy fights you so hard other than the fact that you're a threat to Satan's whole kingdom. You are a threat to the whole empire of darkness. The reason he fights you, your spouse, your marriage, your children so hard is simply because you are a threat to the whole kingdom of darkness and the legacy that you're about to leave behind. The generations that are going to be changed and transformed simply because of what the Father has done in your life. Not by our power, but by his Spirit. It's a threat to the kingdom of darkness. Your faith, your obedience, it's a threat to the kingdom of darkness. This is why you've stayed up sometimes wondering late at night why it seems that you have it so hard, while other people do not seem to have to fight the battles that you have fought. Because I know there's many of you out there. You're not just fighting your own battles. You're fighting battles of your whole bloodline. You're fighting battles that never were fought before. You are fighting an enemy, and you are conquering through Yeshua this enemy. There's people that have fought in the same war that you fought, but they got taken out spiritually. So stand firm. You're a true soldier of the Most High, and you're never fighting alone. You're never fighting alone. He's fighting in for you. And through partnering with the Holy Spirit, your prayers, your faith, your obedience, they're doing wonders. Because the Father sees your faithfulness, he sees your steadfastness. And this is why the enemy can't take you down, okay? Because you have a Father in heaven who fights for you. And he hasn't left you nor forsaken you. So I just want you to be reminded right now that the enemy is exactly that, an enemy. In order for you to be an enemy to the enemy, you have to be on the opposite side of the enemy. When you realize that the enemy is not fighting other people, it's because they're not on the opposite side of the enemy. They're on his side. They're not a threat to him. They're on the same side. But when you're being fought by the enemy consistently, when he's just trying not to let you breathe, that's because you're on opposing side. There's no middle, there's no in between. So the only opposing side is the side of the Most High, is the side of Yeshua, is the side of the Holy Spirit. So you are on the winning side. And so a lot of the times those believers, I think that they have it so easy, and that they may look at your warfare, they may look at your battles and the things that you've had to go through, the things that you've lost, the things that you have had to experience and walk in obedience and faith in. They may look at you and look down on you like Job's friends did on him, right? Thinking to themselves like, wow, I would never want to be that person if that's what it means to follow God, right? I'll stay over here in my safe little space. But what they don't realize is you have been given these trials and tribulations and these tests because you are a threat to the kingdom of darkness. The enemy was allowed to test Job simply because he was righteous, and faithful, not because he was disobedient and rebellious, not because he was living in sin. He was allowed to test Job because he was righteous and faithful. And look at how that turned out.